I'm a Russian trader, and on this channel I show how Russian traders trade in the cryptocurrency market. If you want to know more about this topic, subscribe to my Telegram channel please. In the previous video I talked about trading the so-called range or sideways. Sideways is what happens in the cryptocurrency market 80% of the time. Therefore, it's very important to know how to trade in it. Before watching this video, I recommend watching the previous one on the topic where I gave the basics. Here I will show ideal using the example of a downward trend. I have already noted the range and the key area of interest above it, with a bearish inefficiency at the price. Will seek to balance before counting to fail. The key target will be the lower boundary of the range. The plan is simple. We are waiting for the upper boundary of the range to be updated and the imbalance to be filled. It is at this point that opening a short position will be considered. If we consider entering with a limit order from the current values, when it will be at the beginning of the imbalance, stop loss for the second candle of its formation, and take profit at the lower boundary of the range. The risk-reward ratio is 1:1.8, which is not particularly interesting to me, so will we either increase its potential or miss with opportunity. The upper boundary of the range is updated. This does not mean anything yet, because in addition to removing liquidity for Farface, the imbalance must be rebalanced. Without this, you cannot enter the trade. Reaching the interesting zone will be the true reason for the reversal. Until that moment, such deviation is perceived is a local manipulation in order to attract even more liquidity to the market. In most cases, this high will subsequently be removed, and here is the real manipulation that we needed. Liquidity for Farface is removed at the same time and balance is separately, and the balance is partially filled with it, and this candle indicates a potential reversal, because at first the price rose sharply and then fell just as sharply. Most likely, the prerequisites for a reversal were formed in it, which we will now use to enter the trade. I would like to point out right away that this bullish imbalance is the candle shadow, which is in order block and lower time frame, and this order block is an insignificant support zone in the current context. There are intermediate testing areas, which can lead to a local correction or a sideways trend, but the descending underflow will persist until the lower boundary of the range is updated. This is the key goal of the current asset assessment. Let's move on to the 4-hour time frame. In the current situation, a bearish formation is formed, which we analyze in the video about imbalance. On this candle, it is confirmed because a true high-low update occurs. This is the breakdown of the structure. Bearish breakers have also formed, which at the moment is our nearest zone of interest, from which it will be relevant to consider short position entry from its beginning, conservative stop loss behind the nearest high, and take at the lower boundary of the range. This candle show is testing the breaker, so the deal would be filled. We can also consider another option for opening from the newly formed bearish imbalance. Now this is the first problem area for growth, and before continuing the price will most likely try to balance this range. We enter from the beginning of the imbalance, stop loss behind the high where fell began, and take it at the lower border. There is 2, 3 If we want to increase the potential, we can consider an aggressive option and place a stop behind the breakers. And here is the moment when the second position is fired, the lower border is successfully updated, and the first and second position are closed according to plan. As you noticed, we did not anything complicated, we define the range above it with the zone interest. When it is reached, we consider a short position, where the first target is the opposite border of the range. But if there are factors indicating a condition of the wall, the targets can be significantly expanded. That's all. Despite the fact that I have simplified the topic a lot, I hope you learned something new and this video was useful. If so, please like it, write comments, and of course visit my Telegram channel where I show in real time how everything I talk about works in practice. Goodbye.